Okay, so as I told you before, why we have to do that. Here we got our main method. We can refer to each of them whenever we want to test them. Here it's good for learning to test your methods, but for example, if you want to, even if you had this main method here, right, even if you got this main method, you wouldn't be able to access individual methods whenever you want. Main method would run everything at the same time unless you got user interaction or a different interaction. So what happens here is that for example, you want to manipulate each of these methods individually to achieve your task, right? So for example, we want to insert the money. For example, if we had the main method here, it would just run all the program with its initial state without changing its state. In order to change its state, we have to create a main method to refer to our ticket machine. What we're going to do is that tester will have access to available methods here and to manipulate them whenever it wants, and access them as needed and when needed. And yes, so you can control the flow of the execution. That's it. For example, let me give you a small different example. For example, let's create another hello. Let's create hello1, right? We've got hello1. Let's create another one, hello2, for the simplicity. So none of them they got a main method. What we can do is that here we're going to create in hello2 we're going to create a method, public void say it, right? And we're going to define here the temp no, not really. Yeah, here we're going to define a temporary variable, private string name. What does it say now? Yeah, I know. Private string name, so we can refer to the name any way we want later. And here what we're going to say is because it's a mutator, it's going to change the state of the object. We're going to say in the parameters we're going to say it's going to take a string variable, a string data type, and give it a new local variable name, new name. And so whenever somebody enters something in our string, the new name will be holding the temporarily the data. And here we're going to say whatever the new name has got, assign that to our name. So this one is our variable, instance variable. Here is our local variable, because this local variable lives as long as we are inside this code. After we get out of this part of the code to different method, this one is just going to disappear. We are losing our data. Before losing our data, before the life cycle of this local variable dies, we have to assign whatever it has got to our instance variable that lives longer. And here we're saying, okay, we did define our name and we did assign to our instance variable, and we can say system out println name. but let's say in order to make it a bit better, we're gonna concatenate them, and yeah, name is something something. As we say, it's that every statement ends with a semicolon. And let's create another method without it taking any parameters. For example, public void hello w. Let's say it's not going to take any parameters. It's just when you refer to this method, it's just going to print out system out print line hello world. So if you run from here, you're not going to be able to run it. It doesn't have got the main method. Again, this one is our from previous example, so you may ignore this part, this one. So what we got to do is, in order to make this method work, we must have a main method, and we're going to make this one here. But in order to gain access to this method, we have to create create the object of hello2. And what we're going to do is that, how we're going to do that is that private hello2, and we're going to give it a name temp, and here we're going to say public static void main what we're going to do in here is that we're going to create a new object of hello2, and again we have to write hello2 temp equals new hello2. So that's how now you did create the object of hello2. Now you can refer to the method that hello2 holds by dot notation. How it's going to do? So you write your temp variable name temp, and when you press dot, it automatically says gives you the options of method that it can take. Here, for example, we had the called here we had a say it method in hello2, and it's saying say it is going to take a parameter string with a new name, and we're going to give it a new name, for example more. And we also got another method there called hello_w. hello_w is going to print out hello world. So that's how we refer to them. So let's run this one and check that out. Here is saying now here is saying your name is Mo and hello world. What's doing here is that what's happening here, it has got a temporary variable name, new name, whatever you enter, it's gonna hold. Whenever I refer to the method, I give it a name, and that name is gonna be stored in a temporary location at variable name new name, and here we're assigning the new name to the name, and so name is gonna be holding whatever I entered here. So even if I get out of this method, I can refer to the name, and I would have the same name again what I entered here. So what I'm referring to here is that whatever name has got here, print out. And here I'm referring to another method without any parameters. I'm saying hello world. So I'm referring to the same method now. Here's those methods. I'm calling that method name say it takes a parameters of string. I'm giving it a string moi, and it's gonna print out your name is Mo and hello world. That's for now. Thank you.